I was introduced to Mike through our estimating department. One of the guys there knew Mike as he had worked with Mike previously to working with us. Through that connection point, we were able to get to meet and through the tender process. And after the tender process, we had a few more discussions, and that's how we pretty much started our relationship. The process of design through tender, through work and completion was it's fairly process driven. Mike was very familiar with it. I think Valley Landscape has done a lot of work with a lot of contractors in that same structure. So we ended up tendering out this project. The design drawings were complete. There was a lot of questions through the tender period that were asked, which gets issued through addendums. And once we get into the addendum portions, we finalize the tender and get into our post-tender clarifications. At that time, we discuss any questions that arise from the bid in comparison to the documents. And it's fairly simple. Most of the times it's just going over the exclusions and the bids. Once we get everything clarified from the bid, we enter into an agreement. And from that agreement, Valley Landscape mobilizes to the site based on our schedule. And the process from construction to completion is fairly onerous. I think there's a lot of work at hand there because that's where most of the meat and bones is in their work. And then after completion is probably just as important as the construction portion of it, because there's a lot of maintenance work and warranty work that has to be done in relationship to the work that's been committed to. And it's fairly simple in regards to procedure, but it's very onerous as to taking on the task. There's a few things that make Valley stand out. I think the most important one is that they definitely understand the scope. A lot of trade contractors don't understand their scope, and the ones that do are the ones that have a very clear, concise approach to their bids and to their work. That's where you get less surprises in the work. Where there's less surprises, I find that there's a lot more understanding of the task at hand and the agreement in place. And what I find with Valley is that they definitely have a good understanding of what's being asked of them, and their price is representative of that. That's what makes them really good in the whole bid portion of it, aside from the work. You're always going to have problems in any project. I mean, no one's perfect at all. But it's how you respond to the problems. I think that that's what stands a lot of contractors apart, and I think that's what stands Valley Landscape apart, is how they attend to the problems and the issues that they've encountered through the process, whether it's through bids or construction or post-construction. Whether it's residential or commercial, on both portions we've had Valley, of course, encounter a few issues. Sometimes it's things outside of their capabilities, weather dependent, stuff like that. But they're really good at responding to it, and I think that's what really stands them apart. They get to the issue, they tackle the issue, identify it to you, and then come with a solution to the problem. Makes them really good that way. What I'd have to say about Valley is that there's a lot of quality there. They're approachable, they're educated, they're well put together. The guys come to the job site and they're organized. You can tell that they've had a good structure behind their organizational skills. They're prepared. They come to the job site with good equipment. And there's definitely a good, strong base of care. It looks like Mike truly cares about the people that works with him, and that to me is what stands him apart.